8 ways to eat or be healthier during the quarantine holidays. Now, before we get started, I want to give you a tip. Any weight that you put on quickly will be also lost quickly. So I hope you enjoy your holidays and I hope you have a good time. My name is Mende and I'm here to help you look better, feel better, and get stronger through tips and tricks that I've learned through training myself and my clients. Now, if you like the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to subscribe, make sure to hit that little red button at the bottom for you to get more content like this. All right, so number one is make sure to be on top of your fasting all throughout the week. And then even try to push yourself a little bit more the day before your holiday or your feasting or whatever thing that you're doing. Just so then when you get to that time, your glycogen is a little bit emptier, and also you'll have more wiggle room to be able to enjoy the foods that you want without having that negative side effect of eating way too much. For example, in the beginning of the week, I will make sure that I'm on top of my 16-8 regular fasting window, but 2 days before that, I'm going to try to push my fast as long as I can until at least the morning of or the night before. So then you can break it with a nice quality meal. And then when you go into your eating, you're a little bit more insulin sensitive and you have a little bit more wiggle room again, so you can have more desserts and you can enjoy yourself and have fun. And number two is going to be to stay hydrated throughout the week. I know everybody tells you just to drink some water before your meal, but if you're dehydrated all throughout the week, your body's going to remember that and it's going to want to get as much as it can. So make sure again that you drink between your body weight divided by half, or at least 2/3 of a gallon if you want to just make it very simple throughout the week. So then when you get there, you're not just trying to chug down a little bit of water before your next meal. Tip number three is eat slower. So what I mean is I don't want you to eat while you're talking to somebody, while you're watching TV, while you're on your phone. The longer time you take to eat one meal, the more ghrelin spikes up, which means that it fills you up more. So usually around 20 minutes is what it takes. So when you're having a conversation with somebody, don't have food in your mouth anyways. And when you're on your phone or when you're watching TV or when you're watching the game or whatever else it could be, just try to eat in between, like commercial breaks, or if somebody's talking to you and they take a break from it, take a nice little bite, listen to them, and then when you talk, you can go again. And number four is don't start with desserts. You want to start with your proteins and your vegetables first. And then if you want to enjoy something halfway through your whole meal, then go ahead and have something halfway through. But make sure that it's not the first thing that you eat. And number five is you can drink alcohol. Just make sure that you don't drink with an empty stomach. Because if you do, you probably want to make the best choices. And the only food that's out in the beginning are going to be your snacks and your sweets. And we don't want you to eat too many of those before you even get to your dinner. Because then all of your food will be in that instead of the actual good quality food that you should have been eating. And number six is similar to I think number three or number four, and that is, take your time when you're eating. So talk with friends, enjoy time hanging out with them, even if it's over virtual conversation, because those times are usually very precious to people, even if it's not for you. It could be for a grandparent, it could be for a cousin, for a niece or a nephew. So just try to give them your attention when they're eating. So try not to starve and push all the food in at one time and just enjoy your whole night. Number seven is if you're hosting, try to make it more like a buffet style, because the food that you have on the table, people will reach for even when they're not hungry. And finally, number eight is go for a walk, dance around, have a dance party, maybe play a couple board games or play some kind of game outside or some kind of activity in between your meals so you have time to digest and you're not just over here eating and eating and eating until you can't anymore and then everybody's just slumped down on the couch. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy holidays. I hope you get to enjoy it with friends and families, either in person or virtually, and I will see you guys next video.